A drinking game on 110%. Mike has us broadcasting right now on Periscope. If you are watching and you don't know what you're watching, 110%, a sports talk podcast out of Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, 110%pod.com. We do a lot of drinking during the show, and this game that we play right now is one of those drinking portions of the show. It's not just everybody sitting around having a beer talking sports. We're about to do some shots. Right versus Wrong is a trivia game. Two co-hosts go head-to-heads as questions are asked about sports trivia. Vince has the Mickey officially open. Now, Dylan is going to be handling the questions tonight, which means Vince and I will be going head-to-head, and I don't get a chance to play Right versus Wrong very often. I think I've only played once, but I did win, Vince, so beware. I am a perfect one in
my own shot right here.
You're just excited and ready to get into it.
I assume there's going to be soccer trivia, and I'm not going to get it.
That's the thing with Dylan. If he's going to work soccer into the show tonight, this is probably the time to do it. And there's a good chance that Vince and I both end up doing multiple shots tonight.
Well, this is the thing. The rules of Right versus Wrong are simple, right? If you can't get the answer, you drink.
Yeah,
well, so if you're both wrong, from what I can understand, just from the title, you're both going to
I already
have to
regret
drink.
asking Dylan to do the questions.
I simply don't guess, and therefore I'm not necessarily wrong, technically. Just don't participate.
If you're going to ask the question, one of us will ring in with our name when we get it. We think we've got the right answer. If we get it right, our opponent drinks. If we get it wrong, we drink. First one to two incorrect is the loser. So, Dylan, are you ready to start with Right versus Wrong?
Yeah, and it's all British Premier League because on last week's pod, soccer dominated the conversation.
All right.
It was the high point. Actually, all I've heard about from last week is the peeing sitting down.
Yeah.
It's what my wife heard about from her friends at work. So I think
this podcast is made to your wife's friends at work.
Yeah, the bathroom habits has to be a topic of conversation.
Every show.
The prostate,
yeah.
By the way, I've been told it's good for the prostate.
Sitting down
It's just weird, you guys.
That's
you
not
shouldn't
weird.
sit down to pee.
You drink beer in the shower. That's disgusting.
No, that's not. That's
watering down
that's
your
Friday.
beer. That's
that
disgusting.
It's just a good Friday.
I'm just saying, sit. Just sit. Enjoy yourself. Take a little time. You've got a child now. Let's do that.
Fellas, sit down and pee. All right, Dylan.
Okay,
let's get to question number one.
Right versus Wrong. Question. I was gonna start out with a softie and just say who won the Premier League this year. But we talked about it on last week's pod, and I know Vince is a loyal listener, and I know that Jordan was here for it. So I'm gonna go way more difficult.
Okay.
Okay. Leicester won the British Premier League this year. Vince just found out.
I actually knew that.
That makes them a one-time winner.
Mm-hmm.
In the history of the Premier League, which is from 1992 on, only 6 teams have won. Can you guys name the other team that's won it once? And I'll even give you a choice. I'll give you 50-50 here. I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
Your choices are Blackburn Rovers
Vince.
or Newcastle United.
Okay.
Newcastle United.
Okay, so Vince has to drink because Blackburn Rovers won the Premier League. Newcastle, close, no cigar.
I am on my way to being 2-0 on Right versus Wrong.
I drank root beer schnapps. I think I won.
Yeah, that's true. You are a winner.
You and all those girls graduating from Chinook tonight drinking root beer schnapps.
That's right, girlfriends.
Question number 2.
Okay, question number 2. Manchester United is the undisputed king of the British Premier League.
That's the only soccer team I actually know.
That is the only soccer team a lot of people know. From 1992 on, they've won an unprecedented number of British championships. I'm going to give you guys 2 numbers. You're going to tell me which they've won. Has Manchester United won 13 titles or 16 titles?
Vince is in
16 titles, buddy.
Wow. Too bad it's 13.
Yeah! 2-0.
The answer is always
13.
A. That's what I'm learning here.
Chelsea is second with 4. Arsenal's got 3. Man City's got 2. And then Leicester and Blackburn bring up the rear.
Dylan, I said last week that we were going to bring you on for a special soccer podcast. You were going to do your own thing. I think you just thought that was this week and you're just going with it.
All I could think was, what's my area of expertise that I can sort of come up with some numbers on the fly, and this was it. All right.
I like it because I've already won. So
Now we've established Man U 13 titles. Who's the only player that won each of those titles with the team?
Oh.
And he's not English.
Jordan. Sir David Beckham.
Sir David Beckham. Wow. Beckham's actually way down the list.
I know.
Because he got old and broke down. It's Welshman Ryan Giggs. So here's one for you.
Giggs. I would have probably guessed Ricardo Montalban. That'd be the only chance I probably would have had.
Pele.
You could have guessed Cheryl Cole's. Is it Cheryl Cole's husband? He's got a handful of them. He's won a few.
Who's Cheryl Crow? Cheryl Crow?
Cheryl Cole.
Who's Cheryl Cole?
She's a judge on X Factor. See what girl knows. Look at what girl knows. She's dead sexy. She's dead sexy.
Dylan, thank you so much for bringing the questions.
Your TV habits are different than mine, buddy.
I get up real early on Saturday.
I want to say thank you so much for asking the questions, and thank you so much for making it easier to never ask you to do the questions again on Right versus Wrong with all the soccer talk. Huge shout out to our fans tonight at Pizza Hut, bringing the pizza in. Oh, just fantastic. That game day meal, $32.99. 2 pizzas, the 18 boneless bites, and your 2 liter of soda to go along with it. Makes great mix, or if you just want to drink it straight. Thanks everybody for checking out 110% and Right versus Wrong tonight.
This is 110% with Jordan Karst.